Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna take a look at Sylveon. Sylveon got released 1.5 weeks ago, I think, in a special event for Evaltal. And yeah, this is a new evolution which you can get by I think you need 70 hearts for an EV with the body system. Or you use Kira as the name, but this only works once. I use Kira as a name because I'm lazy and I don't really want to work with my EV before I can use this Pokemon, so... Well, this thing has really good IVs for me at 0, 12, 15, and we're just gonna take a look on how good it is right now at Great League. Yeah, I don't know what people would expect from that. You see the moveset, Charm, Moonblast, Last Resort. Yeah, I actually used an Elite Team for that. It's a Legacy. Sylveon, you can't get Last Resort otherwise, you have to use an Elite Team to do that. Was actually my last one, was definitely not worth it. Don't do it if you have it right now, just... unlike other evolutions, I don't think Last Resort is as good at this Pokemon, because for Umbreon for example, it's pretty solid because then you can hit Fairy types and stuff like that really okay. Its numeral matchup gets better with that, but for Sylveon, not really, I guess. It's just, I mean, normal types get resisted by steel types, and steel types is the biggest threat for Sylveon anyway, so there is not really that big of a impact for Last Resort. The only thing where you really want to use it is against poison types, I guess. And yeah, I don't know, against poison types the matchup is bad anyway. And yeah, it's not really that good in other evolutions. Last Resort is way better. I would not really recommend that. I just had a really good IV one. I'm most likely going to use it in Ultra League as well, because I can just power it up and there. It's also really good IVs, and that's why I use this one, but I won't recommend you using an Elite Team on that. I think without it's still basically the same Pokemon. But we have a really bulky team around that. We have the G-Fisk in the lead, we have the Sableye as a Say Swap. Pretty normal stuff actually. It's just how you most of the time play teams like this. The Say Swap of Sableye is always kind of sick with the G-Fisk lead, because G-Fisk is kind of weak against fighting types, and now you have two fighting type answers in the back, and also Sylveon is of course one of the best fighting type answers. Here we can just farm down the opponent. The Bastion doesn't really appreciate it. The first few battles have a bit lower quality because I recorded them during a stream where I was just part of the stream, and the program to record those battles kind of makes it worse. I don't know why I have to look into that. Usually it should not really get lower, but the quality is a bit lower here. But later on the battles should be higher quality again, so don't mind that. Here we have the worst possible lead. Obviously you can just completely destroy this team. I mean, the Say Swap and the lead. But actually you get a shield with Sableye, so it's not that bad. Sableye, it has to shield against the return of the Sableye, so that's not the worst possible thing there. But here my opponent's team does not make any sense at all. We have Obstagoon lead, and now my opponent swaps in Bastion. Both Pokemon are double weak to fighting types. If you face a fighting type lead, gonna be horrible. But you're gonna see what you're gonna have in the back as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a move and hope that he thinks it's a return so I get a shield, but he does not, sadly. But it's fine. I go into my Sylveon and my opponent has a Medicham in the back. Double weak to fairy types as well. I don't know. Not a good team. Some of those battles are actually also from the first few sets of Go Battle League. I played a bit and then I got my Mian shot, so I took a break from this team. But this team is definitely solid, but you can actually use any other charm on the back as well. I guess Ninetales is a better Sylveon. It's just it's not unique or anything like that. It's just a new Pokemon. These stats are kind of similar to other fairy types. It's just not as good. It doesn't have the coverage that other fairy types have. Sylveon is most likely the best charmer because you get the Weather Ball after 6 charms already, which is kind of fast for charm users. And yeah, here we have Bastion against us again. Bastion against Sableye is actually not that bad, because you can just go for the foul play all the time, and you actually win I think in the 2 shields here, which is sick because you just outspeed him. And yeah, Not the worst matchup. I can just go for some more Shadow Claws here and throw my foul play. I always try to get him, only give him like one extra turn so he doesn't get an extra move in. Here we actually KO him, we have some extra energy. Looking good for us, he goes into Tropius. I think I'm gonna shield here. No, I'm not gonna shield, interesting. I mean, I still have my Charmer, it does make sense. He has a Drift Bloom in the back. Maybe I should have shielded. I can go for the Rock Slide here. Actually make a mistake here, I think, and try to catch him. Oh no, never mind. I'm gonna no-shield this, yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna go into my Sylveon and try to farm him all the way down now. But it's still scary. But I get an extra move in, which is like huge. And Sylveon can take an Icy Wind and also a Shadow Ball. I just didn't want to give him the chance to just bait me the second time. So now he can shield here, and it's neither, and it's also okay because I can farm down before. He goes into the Tropius, and now I'm just gonna flex. Oh no, never mind. I just wanted to flex on him by going for the last result, but my opponent surrenders before, which is fine. And now we have like a bit better quality here from the gameplay as well. We have Jellicent against us. Not the best, not the worst. I mean, Sableye is super good against that, but other than that, I actually get a shield here and I can go into my Sableye. I can take a move, I don't have to shield here. Shadow Ball still does a lot of damage, but my opponent goes into the Azumarill. I can go for the return. Does a lot of damage here. And actually, do I get to another foul play? I actually get to the foul play, which is cool for me. I don't know if my opponent gonna let this go or shield. I actually shield this, which is like super solid for me. I can go into my Sylveon. I think I shield here? Yeah, I shield here because I expect like a stronger move. Play Rough is okay, and he actually gets to another Play Rough here, but I know that's a Play Rough because he only did 2 bubbles, not a Hydro Pump, can be. And we have a Nidoqueen against us, which is not as good, especially if he has a Jellicent here. I don't know if I can actually win this game now. Nidoqueen is like a core breaker here, but my opponent goes for the Bubble Beam, which is good for me. But yeah, I think I'm gonna lose this match. Nidoqueen is super solid against me. I have to call some baits here. It's a Shadow Ball, yeah, and I didn't call that by bait. If there was like also Bubble Beam, I would have been okay, I guess. I should have shielded here, I think. That was a misplay, but now I think we also get some lag, which is crucial because I don't get any move off anymore. And my opponent has like so much energy that I'm gonna lose this game thanks to that. I could have won this game most likely if I played a bit better and if I didn't have the lag, but now the Nidoqueen just could farm me all the way down without me doing anything, and good game. Yeah, it's just kind of sad. Go Battle League. Always kind of laggy. Here we have Altaria. Altaria is bad against everything we have on the team. He goes into the Stunfisk, which is fine for us. We're just gonna bait him here because most people just expect me to go for Earthquake here, which happened here as well. We get an extra movement, which is fine. Really like in such a good spot here. My opponent baits me, it's fine. Everything is okay. Just gonna go for the Earthquake. He has an extra movement as well. I think I'm gonna swap out here now. Yeah, I'm gonna swap out into my Sable. I catch the move. It does not matter what it is. It's actually a Rock Slide bait again. And I can just go for the foul play here. Get a lot of damage on him. I think I'm gonna shield against him. Do I? I don't know. No, I don't. And he goes for a Rock Slide, which is good for me. He was definitely in the Earthquake. He goes into a Azumarill. Do I get to another move? Do I get to the return? He has to throw before, which is solid for me. But how do I deal with this Azumarill now? I go to my Sylveon, which is definitely fine. I think I might be actually able to farm all the way down, especially because I got an extra move in here, which is super solid. And we shield the Hydro Pump, which is even better, and we can farm all the way down. Here my opponent goes into the Stunfisk. We're just gonna go for the Moonblast. Gonna be able to KO the Stunfisk with that, and now we have the Sylveon against the Altaria, and we still have our Stunfisk in the back. This is gonna be a good game. Nothing my opponent can do here anymore. Sylveon just gonna go to town and throw that last result just to show him that we have a legacy move here. And we're gonna KO with that. Of course, Moonblast would be better, but we won this game anyway. There was no real reason to go for the stronger move. Here we have a Lapras against us with a Water Gun. Like, what the hell? Shadow Lapras with the Water Gun. Might be a bit tricky. He goes into Clefable. Not good for us. We can go for the return though. If he has to shield us actually. And he does shield us. And now we can go into the... I think I made a mistake here. Was that the game where I made a mistake? I let this go, which is not a mistake. It's like definitely resisted. I actually go for the Rock Slide here, I think. Yeah, I go for the Rock Slide. He gets the extra move in. I thought this would be enough, but it's not even close. Now I try to swap out here, but the game lags, so I can't swap out. Now I have to shield here. Now I don't even get the move off anymore, and I tried to swap out here as well. Like, the game was so laggy at that point. And now I try to swap. As you can see, my Stunfisk just dies. Thanks. My opponent just has moved. This game is over, I think. I think there's nothing I can do here anymore. But this game would be so much easier if the game would just work, because I would have stopped out into Sylveon before. Could have killed the Clefable before the Clefable got 2 move and had like 2 moves stored on my Stunfisk. But hey, this is the game we play, and my opponent has a Wigglytuff, and we would have definitely won this game if that wasn't the case there. But hey, cool. It's always so annoying when you have like lag like this. Nidoqueen against us. Pretty decent lead. We are actually okay against Nidoqueen here. My opponent got a free move in the beginning there. We couldn't just move in the first few seconds, which is really nice. And now my opponent gets to the Earth Power at the same time, which we get the Earthquake, which should never happen. And he catches to the end the Lugia, which also never should happen because I threw the move before that. At this point, I was so pissed at the game. Ah, God. It was just like so horrible at that point of the That was actually like at the end of the day 1, so like it was so horrible to play. It was just like so much lag, but everybody was complaining about that. And I see why, it's just like so bad. And here we actually get the move through, which is huge for us. We cannot shield this, we know that's a poison thing though. So we might be able to farm down here. Should be. Okay, I just swap out into my Stunfisk. I know that this is poison thing, I have a move stored. And we have a fighter in the back end. This is what I wanted to see. Oh yeah, we just have our Sylveon, we can shield here once we win this match. Good game, we would have been so much better off if we didn't lag there, but okay. Next opponent, good lead for us, and Say Swap is also okay for us. And I expect him to have, what's it called? Medicham in the back, because it's like Dionic's favorite team. And this team just completely destroys this team anyway, so there's nothing really crazy here. We can just go for the Moonblast. And we are getting some damage, and we actually lower his attack, which is even better. And now we can go for an... I think he found... Oh no, he just waits here. I could go for another Moonblast. I don't care if I can get him lower here. I think he tries to wait, so he has like a better matchup later on. But this puts me into farming him down here, but he goes into Medicham. I have my Sableye. Sableye against Medicham is like such a good matchup for Sableye. Even though his moves are, I think it's only single resisted counters, so it's not that bad for him. But he goes to Psychic here, which is not the play. Shielding the first move would always be false, because like you'd survive an Ice Punch, you survive an Psychic, you survive a Dynamic Punch. But if he goes to a Power Punch, you're kind of in a rough spot. Here he goes to Ice Punch. I don't know why he didn't go for that in the first place. Like, I mean, it's double resisted there. Here I go for my charge move. Try to KO this Bastion, it works out well. Here I can just KO my Sableye, but I still have my fully health G-Fisk there. I can just like farm down a good game. The next opponent we have Scrafty lead. Really bad for us. We have to swap out into Sableye, and he swaps out into Nighthand, which is actually okay for us now. We know that this is a Weather Ball, we can survive that. We can go for the return, but actually gonna bait him here, because I expect him to shield. I think my opponent knows that he has to shield here, and he's gonna shield. And I'm actually gonna shield here, so I have him 2 shields down, which is good for me. I can go for another return. And my opponent also shield this, which is fine. But look at that now, look at that. I actually get to the foul play here. And the foul play gonna be enough to KO this thing, and actually win switch advantage while getting even a shield advantage here. Sableye is so broken against a fairy type, and here we are just good at alignment. We can just like basically sack the Stunfisk here against the Azumarill to soak some energy. He only has Ice Beam Play Rough anyway. We are in like such a good spot. There's nothing my opponent can do here anymore to win this game. We can just go for the Earthquake right away. If he KOs us here, it's fine. If not, I mean, we won this game anyway. There's nothing my opponent can do. Another Earthquake go through here. Maybe if my opponent has, I don't know, what's it called, Acid Spray on this thing here right now. I don't have to shield anything here. Like, Acid Spray is the only thing that's like super effective, and he has Foul Play. Does nothing. We can just farm down, and Sylveon goes to town. Good game there. Into the last battle, I think that's the last battle. Stunfisk against Jellicent. pretty okay matchup. We already saw that. It's Hex 1. And I know that this is a Bubble Beam. That was only 4, not 5, so I don't have to shield here. I can swap out into my Sable. I store my energy before I throw like a debuffed move there against him. I actually didn't see that he swapped out here. Like, what the hell? Okay, I can go for the return here, get a shield or something, but I didn't even assume my opponent like swap out there. He does not shield this, which gives me the opportunity to shield here and farm him all the way down. There's nothing my opponent can do here anymore. I can farm all the way down, have a move stored. I'm just gonna go for the return. He has a Charmer. Why didn't he go into that? Why couldn't I throw the return there? I think there was like some lag or something. I have no idea what happened there actually. And he let the move go. I can catch my move on Sylveon, which is good. But like, why didn't the return go through there? I think I should have been able to get there. But here we can get some damage on him. I'm not gonna shield this because I might need the shield against this thing with my Stunfisk, and I can just go straight for the Rock Slides here right now. Rock Slide will be enough to KO him after like a few. Yeah, we need 3 Rock Slides here. And this going to come still down to the wire because Charm is like really strong as a quick move, but we're gonna be able to win this game here. Thanks all for watching this video, and I hope you might have fun with this team. Maybe just use a different Charm user in the deck and that's fine. So see you next video.